Today we're talking the joys of working with a public utility and building a new house, and sometimes a year isn't long enough. I'm Dave Edwards with Earthbound Homes.
And I'm Patrick Dugan.
And let's take it away. Today, we're talking about something that actually we just found out about from our local utility that's a fairly new thing. So we've had this project for about a year and a half, and we've been working with the local utility to make sure that we have power to this project. Now, the local utility in Northern California is PG&E. And this project, we've actually got a new service. So a new electrical service, meaning a line from the transformer on the power pole to the house to put a new panel and a new meter head. And on this project, we have this pipe right here that's in the concrete specifically for that service. But Pat, we just found out that we actually can't use that pipe.
That is correct. So in this situation, what we tried to do is, since engineering through a utility company like PG&E or public utility company takes a long time. In the case of PG&E, we've been waiting for over a year. But we can't wait that long to start pouring our foundation, right? So in this case, we tried to prep for this by having our conduit stub through. On the other side of this wall, we have a courtyard, and which has a large footing and 12-foot deep pilings. So we needed to get this out and beyond prior to getting this engineering.
So we have this pipe in place because we're building a house, but we don't have the engineering approved by the utility that says that we can do that.
That's correct. So what PG&E is looking for is they take their drawings, they run it through engineering, and they determine the path of where that underground utility is going to go.
So they want it this direction, we built it this direction, and they say no, and now we have to run a new service pipe, a new conduit on the outside of the house, because we can't run through concrete that's already built. So now it has to run on the outside of the house.
What we're actually going to do is in this location, so this was an infill because this utility room used to have a door here.
Okay.
So we will channel through this perimeter footing up so we could have that covered. There's going to be stucco continuous all the way down with a capillary break, but we still need to wait until that engineering comes. So hopefully within the next 2 weeks, we're going to get our engineering back, which will show us our path to be able to travel through, and we're going to have to trench all the way to the back of the property.
All the way to the back of the property. And we're going to have to jackhammer concrete and cut concrete out to put the pipe in the wall so it doesn't sit on the outside of the wall.
That's correct.
And all because we're 18 inches off of where PG&E has decided that they want it. And there is no working around PG&E. They are the boss in this area. We are stuck doing whatever they want, and tough.
Pretty much. There's one other option of at risk, which is if you do it prior to engineering, they could just not approve it and say it too bad. So it's really
our way or the highway.
Yeah.
Okay. And when we're looking at this, we're big proponents of planning ahead for our projects, and our projects go through a long planning process. We started with PG&E, like you said, over a year ago, and that still wasn't enough time for them to get through their engineering process. So, we really need to be thinking about working with the utilities even farther before we even get started with the project, right? Before we actually get brought into a project, the architect and the clients probably need to start thinking about working with the utility to make sure that we have enough time to get through their process.
Yes, which could be very difficult, right? Because depending on where we are in development of that plan set, it's just
got it.
Could be hard to do.
So the architect and the client may design something, get it into the PG&E, and then they change it, and now that submission into PG&E is no longer relevant, and so you have to start again.
Right.
If you're interested in learning more about the joys of working with the local utility in Northern California, or about building science, or about the Venkatesh project, please hit subscribe as we show you how to build a better way.